What's up, guys? Welcome to the YouTube channel. My name's James. I go by Whiplash TV, and I wanted to start off the 2026 season on a fresh, clean slate and make a video. If you haven't noticed, if you follow me or you subscribe to me already, I've completely cleared my social media. I want to start on a fresh, clean slate for 2026, and I really want to attack social media hard and make videos that I want to make and just try to have fun with it and try to enjoy it. The reason I decided to delete everything and start over is because I was just all over the place with the content. You know, first I wanted to be a streamer, a gamer. Then I wanted to be a well driller guy on social media. Then I wanted to be a barber on social media. And I still love to game and stream, so I still stream and game. So I want to post that content. And I was just thinking, like, what can I do to where I can do everything? So I did it. I deleted everything. I want to start fresh. Reels, videos, likes. I deleted everything on TikTok, started fresh. And I'm still going to post barber videos. I'm still going to post gaming videos. I'm still going to post real life videos. I just wanted to be on a clean slate for a new year with some new goals, with some new knowledge, and go from there. This video is about how 2025 went. And basically, I'm going to walk you guys through what it's like to be a brand new barber with no clientele and still make close to 100 grand a year. Everybody's wondering, I see all kinds of videos online. What can I do to make more money as a barber? What do I need to be posting on my social medias? What hashtags should I use? When should I be posting? What kind of haircuts should I be doing? What kind of clientele should I be doing? What should I be charging for my haircut? First and foremost, I just want to start off by telling you a little bit about my barber journey. I started off as a well driller in Southwest Ohio. I moved to Florida a little over a year ago. I decided I wanted to get into the health and beauty industry and become a barber. My sister was a cosmetologist. That's what kind of gave me the idea to want to cut hair. And so I went to barber school and I decided I wanted to cut hair. I started cutting hair in May. It's now January 1st. It didn't start off good. Like I said, I just moved to Southwest Florida, so I didn't know anybody. I didn't have any friends. I didn't have any clientele. I didn't have anybody's phone number. I didn't have any connections. I didn't know where to go to buy supplies. All I knew about barbering is what I learned in school. Although my schooling experience was a little rocky, the school really did paint a good picture of what to expect in the barber world. And it also teaches you, and I wish I would have carried this lesson into the start of my career, that to take your barbershops and your barber owners and your other barbers that you're around with a grain of salt and really just kind of focus on yourself and really try to pressure yourself and your brand. In that year, I've worked at 4 barbershops. I just started at my 4th barbershop. A lot of barbers, a lot of barber owners, they'll tell you it's not good to jump around from shop to shop. It's not good on your clientele. And that's 100% true. You're going to have clients that don't follow you when you move shops. And when you're starting out, you know, every client counts. But if you ask any of them how many barbershops they worked at, most of them are going to be able to say they've probably worked at 5 or 10 different barbershops. And so they've, found the one that they wanted to work at for, 5, 6, 10 years, 20 years, however long they worked there. So my advice is, if you're in an area like me where it's saturated with barbers and barbershops, don't be scared if you're uncomfortable at your shop to jump ship and go to a different shop or, test the waters other places, because the only time you're going to succeed is if you're happy. That's the only time you're going to succeed. You got to be happy within yourself. When you're focusing on yourself, you have to enjoy it and you have to be happy in order to succeed. Another huge tool that I found success with in the barber industry is Facebook groups. Make sure when you're a new barber and you're just sitting around waiting for a walk-in to come in and you don't have any clientele that day, that you're actively scrolling through Facebook groups. There is countless people that post in Facebook groups looking for services and goods. I don't know how many times that I've scrolled through a Facebook group here locally in one of the Cape Coral pages and found somebody in need of a haircut. The second most important thing I would say as a starting barber is when you're going from barbershop to barbershop or even at your barbershop, just make sure that you're really looking at the numbers and breaking down numbers and really budgeting your money the way you need to. I would say that's the one place where the school lacked, was really teaching you the money, because it's a lot different than another job. It's not your standard 9 to 5 where you get a paycheck and you get a paycheck stub and you see exactly what you make every year. The only way you know exactly what you make every year is if you're adding up every single dollar and you're calculating how many cuts you're doing per day and how many cuts it's taken to make that money and how many cuts you're doing per week ultimately and how much money you're making per week ultimately, and you're logging that and you're keeping record of that and you're investing and saving that money. That's the only way. And that brings me to my last and final point as a new barber. Financially, guys, it's gonna be tough. My biggest piece of advice I can give you guys is to invest your money in areas that's gonna help you succeed. Buy better equipment. Invest in the stock market. Don't worry about new cars and new clothes and this, that, and the other. Get you a good attire that you can wear to work on a regular basis. Wear that attire to work. Focus on your work. Focus on your money. Save and invest. And by the end of the year, you'd be surprised at how much money you're making when it didn't feel like you was making that much money.